All right, Greg. We were just talking about the exclusive app
Mm-hmm.
that comes with your Cerulean Moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right, and that reminds me somewhat of when Nokia was in the market and they had exclusive apps on their devices, which sort of differentiated them from the likes of the HTC devices that were out at that time. So that's one of the differentiators that you have on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about that app?
Sure. This is an early prototype of the app, and basically it lets you take the events that happen around you in your life and sort of collects all of those in sort of one sort of event or vacation or what have you.
Okay.
And so basically, it takes the recordings that you have, any videos that you collect, pictures, any notes from any given situation, and sort of collects them into an instant reminiscible memory.
Okay. So it reminds me kind of a hub.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and Windows Phone fans who can go back to Windows Phone 7, who have been around a while,
Mm-hmm.
they like the hub idea.
Yeah.
So this kind of reminds me of a hub. All right, now this here we're inside the app.
Yeah, we're inside the
moment.
app now. So, for example, if you're on the outside of here, and then you can flip to that. And
Okay.
and we one of the things that we want to concentrate on is making that experience for you feel like you're using a Windows Mobile app.
Okay. All right, so let me just ask you this now. Is it automated or is everything here a manual entry for the user?
So taking pictures, taking video, recording audio are manual steps that you would take.
Okay.
Just sort of collected in there. So as a father, there have been certain moments that I just want to capture. Someone saying something or what have you, and so that's why we have the audio part. We can just quickly record a little one saying something, or if you want to catch someone in the act, you can record audio. So and it's as simple as tapping, and it records the audio.
All right.
When you untap it, it sort of does that, and then you save the event, put a name in there. I'm just going to call it test. Saves, and then when you go back out to the main screen, you can look at the current event. Saved event. Sorry, and you can go back to that event that you had.
Okay,
there.
so that's the event that you just created.
Yeah.
And
And so they will be listed there. You can go back and sort of load them and instantly reminisce. I use that term a lot.
All right, so this is kind of the theme of the name.
Yeah.
The name of the phone is the moment.
Yeah, and these are the moments.
Saving.
I'm not sure if we can use the word moments because that's as far as events go.
Right.
But it's we're still working on what to call the app.
Okay, so it doesn't have an official name quite yet.
Yeah. And then in the middle here, there's a place where pictures that we've taken with the app sort of scroll through, and then we've taken different shortcuts and put them on the phones. Put them on the screen so you can have access to them.
Great. Now, are you planning, or does it currently have any type of Cortana integration?
We are planning for that. That is not currently part of the initial rollout, but our developer team is working on a few things. One is how do we bring this to a universal Windows program for us, and also integration with Cortana and that sort of thing.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. So that is something that you won't find on any other
That's
Windows
correct.
phone.
That's correct.
Exclusive to the Cerulean Moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've got a few more questions for you.
Sure.
We talked about some of the exclusive partnerships that you're bringing to market to try to differentiate your phone from everyone else. And I do see where it's the partnerships, and it's a broader scale, sort of an infrastructure you're building around it, not just something you're putting on the phone.
Right.
Okay, and that's a big differentiator from what maybe Alcatel is doing.
Yeah.
We do know HP has a big play with bringing it to their phone, the businesses.
Right.
But that's a whole different type of approach that you're doing.
And I would add to that we're not thinking that our phone is going to compete with someone else's phone.
Okay.
I think that the foot is what we're competing on. Of course, we cannot compete with the resources that HP has, but perhaps we can compete with the amount of attention another company is putting toward Windows 10 Mobile versus how much attention that we're going to put to ours.
And that actually is a good point, because you're stressing that your market is not everyone.
Right.
You're going after who?
I'm going after the people and companies that are fans of the platform.
Fans of the platform.
So in the process since we announced, we've had a number of people, executives at other companies that are fans of the platform, and they like the idea. Some love the idea of a Windows fan company making devices, and they want part of it.
So even if you capture just a percentage of the millions.
Yes, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. And it goes back to what I said before, where our goal is 10% of this market.
Okay.
If we meet that goal, we have a sustainable business.
All right, here's a question that many that are watching this have. You've already priced the device at $299.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you've explained that this isn't just an out-of-a-box kosher device. You've made it so that it matches what you envisioned for a Windows phone. A lot of people might want this device. Where's it going to launch?
So on day one, we have 3 markets that we're focused on. So we're looking at U.S., Canada, and we have very high potential in Brazil. I'm actually very confident about the Brazil market. And the markets that we're launching in are the markets that we can support the device and be able to provide, and that means providing support in your language, as well as how can we set up repair facilities for when you drop your device or what have you, or if it gets run over by a truck.
Okay, so that pretty much leaves everybody out that's on the other side of the pond. So
well, not necessarily.
Okay.
So when we announce, we will have all of the bands that the phone will be compatible with.
Okay.
So we're very careful about this. So we can say that the phone will work in certain markets that have those bands, that it's capable once you take it out of the box and connect it, put your stem in it. The caution that we have is that our speed for supporting you won't be as great if you're not in one of those markets. So if you're in Germany and you speak German, we're gonna be struggling to support you.
You can sell them the phone, but you can't necessarily support them the way you would like.
Right. Our support may be slower.
Okay.
So we certainly will try to support you, do all our best to support you, because that's part of our DNA is to provide that. But I can't say that the turnaround time will be X if you live in Germany and you speak German. We need to be able to do that. So on launch, the phone will be capable of many LTE bands and 3G bands for a GSM. So it's just a matter of
and that brings us
support question.
to another point.
Yes.
GSM.
Yes.
All right, that leaves out CDMA.
Yeah.
Which leaves out Verizon.
So let's talk about that then. So we are part of the Verizon Open Development Program, and we have been diligent trying to get the phone to be Verizon capable. In fact, we are still trying. The device that we're coming to market with, the way the motherboard is designed, the modem on the motherboard doesn't support that many bands.
Okay.
And some of the bands that are CDMA or some of the bands, LTE bands that Verizon has, conflict with what we can do.
Okay.
So as little as a month ago, we came to the conclusion that we have to raise a white flag on this phone having Verizon. We are still trying to figure out if we can have a sister device that's spec the same, that looks the same, but it has different bands that are capable, including a CDMA, and the elusive band 13 that we want to have on there. And so we kind of need the people from Verizon who want a Windows Phone to really be vocal.
Okay.
And we may have to do sort of a secondary kind of effort to get this phone capable of Verizon, but we kind of need that group to make some noise with us to do that.
So you're saying it's pretty much a technical and cost thing at this moment, not a desire not to serve.
Oh no, we really tried to get it on Verizon. We tried very hard.
Okay. But if you can get
Mm-hmm.
response, there's a possibility that you
Yeah.
can get a phone to
And
them.
we even thought of having an option on the website to sort of pre-order a Verizon device. We still may do that,
Okay.
and that's a way to be vocal, is to say, we're in give me this device on Verizon.
Okay.
So that it's not something that we haven't given up
Right.
our effort. The effort continues. It's just at a certain point we have to say we gotta move
Continue
forward.
move on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, where can I order this from, other than your website, of course?
Yeah. So starting on day one, you'll be able to get it
From our website.
And as the devices are delivered, we can open up other retail outlets where the phone can be available. So we are talking with Amazon. We're talking with other big retailers where we can get the phone available online, so you can order in those other
Okay,
areas.
so what's the likelihood of being on Amazon, is it?
The likelihood of being on Amazon is quite high. So we've gone as far as working through Microsoft, helping us, working with the retail team at Amazon to help us with that. We have our UPC code and all that stuff in the works. So I'm quite confident about Amazon.
All right.
And the other retailers, we're still working on the agreements.
Your mention of Microsoft prompts another question.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of complaints from the fan base that Microsoft just doesn't support their phone vision, it seems, from many people's perspective. Now, here you are, one of their phone partners, and seeing them withdraw Lumia from market, seeing a lack of marketing phones even when they were presumably all into phones, why should the fans be confident that you have the support from Microsoft to help you be successful?
Well, I can say that's an interesting question. So we have been working with Microsoft since in earnest since 2015. No, 2014. The times go by fast. So, and since December of 2014. And their commitment to helping us find connections, make connections, meeting with us at Mobile World Congress last year has been great. The teams that we work with have been quite supportive, and they have advice. They have other things that we can pursue. They have connections that they help us with. So I would say it's been good.
Okay, so you weren't left on your own to go find an ODM?
No, well, you can't.
Okay.
When we went to Mobile World Congress, there's thousands of ODMs there. So I actually was like, okay, so what else is out there? So it's Microsoft put a lot of attention into curating the right group of ODMs to help us with partnership from Qualcomm. It's really hard to not go through Microsoft to find them. And I wouldn't advise it because it was weird trying to look up ODMs.
On your own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're there, but you can tell that there's no way I could support a device through
Right.
that kind of ODM or this one. They sort of really, there's 492 ODMs in China, so they picked the lot that they
work with.
that they work with.
Okay. Now, what about marketing? Are they supporting any type of marketing plans?
Yeah, so absolutely. So we kind of need their support a lot on that. So whenever we do something or have an idea, we contact them, our specific contact there, and they offer advice. They help us with the story. They tell us what's a good idea, what's a bad idea. It's sort of up to us what we want to do, but we listen very carefully to what they have to say, and we take their advice, or most of the time, because there's billions of people use their stuff. So as much as some people want more marketing out of Microsoft, billions of people use their stuff. So there's some weight behind the advice that they have.
Right, so is there any type of financial backing for marketing that what helped you get out in front of the people that you want to be in front of?
So there's a few avenues. So we came in with some capital to get us to this point, and some of the marketing that we are doing are events that we will restart up again to get people to know us better, and so it's a combination of things where in this day and age marketing has become much more accessible, where the response that we've gotten since we announced everything has been really great, and it's created its own sort of marketing engine. So the number of Twitter followers that we have, the number of people who follow us on forums, who create additional Twitter accounts based on our name, it was sort of all unexpected, and it's become part of our marketing plan is to sort of continue on this path.
So you're confident that you will succeed?
So I'm a basketball fan.
Okay.
So a few years ago, over the years, I'm a UConn fan also, having gone there. There have been certain players that are that exude so much confidence that it's amazing. So one of the players like Khalid El-Amin, no offensive players are back. He goes down and he shoots a three, and you're like, what the heck is he doing? And he goes in. And Rashad Anderson, they have a mantra that the ball is going in. So that's part of our enthusiasm for this, is that we see such an opportunity with this, that the hoop feels a mile wide, especially given the footprint of other OEMs that are in the Windows Phone market. We just have to execute on giving fans what they want, which initially we believe is a great device that feels great, that looks great. So that's step number one. We're creating the partnerships to help us grow. We are contemplating what our next device will be, and we have this dream of having a crowd design device. We don't know how we're going to do that, but we are here for me, a Windows fan, as an extension, all the other Windows Phone fans that really want to see this happen. So, will we succeed? I can't see why not. I'm literally a shooter on the three-point line. Like, I don't see any defenders. Dude, so much confidence that it's amazing. So one of the players like Khalid El-Amin, no offensive players are back. He goes down and he shoots a three, and you're like, what the heck is he doing? And he goes in. And Rashad Anderson, they have a mantra that the ball is going in. So that's part of our enthusiasm for this, is that we see such an opportunity with this, that the hoop feels a mile wide, especially given the footprint of other OEMs that are in the Windows Phone market. We just have to execute on giving fans what they want, which initially we believe is a great device that feels great, that looks great. So that's step number one. We're creating the partnerships to help us grow. We are contemplating what our next device will be, and we have this dream of having a crowd design device. We don't know how we're going to do that, but we are here for me, a Windows fan, as an extension, all the other Windows Phone fans that really want to see this happen. So, will we succeed? I can't see why not. I'm literally a shooter on the three-point line. Like, I don't see any defenders. I gotta shoot it. So.
Well, Greg, I definitely thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking this opportunity to address the market. There are a lot of people who have a lot of questions, and hopefully those questions have been answered. You've announced your phone, the Cerulean Moment.
Thanks a lot.
And I think you're going to have a lot of people that have a lot of interest in your device. Just give them another look at it before we sign off.